Welcome, all you purple knife lovers from around the world, to Baxter's Blades. You're entering the tiger pit. Yeah. We have another case knife for you today. Another purple Barnboard. A pattern I've yet to get from case. I have other patterns very similar. This is the purple bone Barnboard jig medium pin, 62087 stainless steel. Manufactured, what's that, August 23rd, 2023? Doesn't say it, but a lot of these are from 2023. That pattern number is very fascinating, because that is the same pattern number as this medium jackknife that I have in emerald green. It's not there. There it is, 62087. How can that be? How can a pin blade and a jackknife have the same pattern number? Well, they're the same frame. So here you go. You look at them, they're exactly the same length. They both have two blades. The clip point is the same. Well, first, before I get into that, let's take a look at my purple Barnboard. You get a little purple here. You have the coat of arms shield, brass pins, beautiful purple in there. Single back spring, brass liners, and then the pile side. Let's pull out the clip point blade here. And now compare it to my jackknife. They're the same. And they actually made the purple Barnboard in the jackknife the same thing as this, which I kind of wanted to get, but they kind of disappeared. And I saw a picture of the purple Barnboard like this on Chicago Knife Works, but it did say pin. And I thought, you know what? I bet they have the wrong picture. They didn't show this picture, but it's the exact same pattern number. So I thought, well, maybe the pen was a mistake and it actually is one of these. But it wasn't. It was an actual pen knife. It's funny how they have a purple Barnboard in the jackknife configuration and the pen knife configuration, and they're both the same pattern number. You can see this has some serious snap. The jackknife has two back springs. The penknife has one back spring, so it makes for thinner for sure. You can see how the pen blades, I thought they'd be the same length. They're not. The jackknife actually has a longer pen blade, and this pen knife looks to cant down a little bit more. So very interesting. These go for, what was it, 67, 66, and I was able to pick it up for $52. Kind of pricey for a small knife, but these aren't that small. 3 3/8 is the same size as a case Barlow, but you can see how the Barlow, there's just more meat to it, you know, a deeper blade, a wider handle. The penknife, they cram these blades in there. Look at that. Like, there's no centering that clip point blade. It's on the liner and on the back of that pen blade. Look at the pen blade. It is on the liner and on that blade. Now, the whole point and purpose of a penknife is to have a really thin, small pocket carry. Not everybody's jam. And quite honestly, it feels thin in the hand. It's probably as thin or thinner than an actual case peanut. It is hard to grip it. It's small. But these are really light duty knives. Thread cutters, letter openers, box openers. Really nice gentleman's carry. For sure, the medium, oh, let me close this. The medium, they called this Texas Jack, but to me a Texas Jack has square bolsters. I don't know why they call this Texas Jack. I just call it a medium Jack. Being double back spring on this, it's a small knife still. It's like a large peanut with my big fat man hands. It does feel like you can get a little bit more purchase on it being double back spring. But in the pocket, you won't feel this at all. And like I said, the clip point blades are pretty much identical. So my very first case penknife. You say, Andrew, you don't have any other penknives? No. Oh, yes, I have a Rough Rider. I picked up this Rough Rider penknife a while ago. Fantastic penknife. And the ram horn bone, it does have squared off bolsters. Let's do a little comparison here. Why not? Rough Rider case. Saw Travis do that the other day. I do like the shape of the case clip point better. I like the shorter nail nick. Doesn't have any writing on the blade. This was like $10 knife though. This was $52 on sale. I got a deal. And then I can pull it out. A different type of pen blade, almost like a pen spay blade. And much longer. But let's look at the construction here. I'm going to close the clip first. I'm going to get some blade rub on this. That is inevitable. If you don't like blade rub, look at, see, it's rubbing. You just got to sink the blades down there. If you don't like blade rub, this is not the knife for you. Maybe pick up a $10 Rough Rider. But Rough Rider, look at they recess the blades. You know, they're cutting it away. It still is crammed in there. It's on the liner and it's right there up the tang of the pen blade. So pen blades, I think it's inevitable. Like I said, you can see if they didn't cut that blade away, you wouldn't even be able to fit them. They fit. So that's just something that's going to happen. Now on my jackknife, blades are perfectly centered, no blade rub. I do believe it has a better pull on the jackknife, maybe because it has its own dedicated spring. They're not sharing the same spring. This is a lighter pull. Say this is like a four pull. Try that again. Yeah, about a 4. Nice, easy pull. Pen blade, 5.5. But you know me, I've gone a little crazy with these purple Barnboards. I had a couple, and then I picked up the Trapper. And this thing, I just love it. It is my jam. I told you time and time again, I don't even like purple. There's just something about this. It's a really nice dark color. It's my Batman knife. These are all my Batman knives. I mean, that shield, the dark purple, and then these patterns. Like the full-size Wharncliffe with that pointy blade. Total Batman knife. And this pen knife. I mean, how cool is that? It is a pricey piece. It is not for everyone. I just opted to get this over the small Congress. I have 3 small Congresses. They do make it in the purple Barnboard. Excuse me. And it's about the same price. And I thought, well, you know, I'll try something that I haven't tried before. I am really kicking myself for missing out on the purple jackknife, but it would have been cool to have in the collection, but I already have a medium jackknife. So it's almost a little bit cooler to have this. This is definitely a 5th pocket carry for me, and thin for sure. Fantastic snap. It looks like I may have a little minor gapping right there, but when I was holding it up to the light, I really don't see much light through it at all. Let's throw this in there. An old Imperial Rhode Island. Now that's Rhode Island. Imperial is a jackknife, exact same size. Exact same size. This was a gift from a friend. It is no snap, worn, and a broken blade. But I just wanted to throw it out there as a comparison. Even though this is done, like people have said, hey, you can reprofile that blade. Yeah, but it just, why put work into it? It has 0 snap. It is done. But I'm not going to throw it away. I'm still going to keep it because it's a piece of history. But there you go. Check out those 3. Very cool to have my 2nd pen blade in the collection. And whereas this Rough Rider is extremely good quality for a $10 knife, it doesn't give me the fizz like this case does. Case just does bone so nice. There's no writing on the blade of this. Oh, but look at that. A stamp tang. Wee, wee, wee. Case, bring it back. Thank you for joining me in the Tiger Pit. I think I touched all the bases. I'm not going to show my full Barnboard series in this video, or family, excuse me. But I will bust them all out one day and highlight the whole Purple Barnboard series. Family. I think they're one and the same. Family would be all the same covers. And I always call them a series, like a series of gray bone or a series of 6.5 stag bone. But they're technically families. Okay, well, it's getting late. I'm getting tired. You all stay sharp, be kind, take chances. Take care.